Logan, how good does it feel to get that point in the books and then pick up the other one?
Yeah, it's nice. We came out good. We started well. That's kind of what we've been lacking over the last couple of games. I would say we still need to be more consistent with that game. When we played that game that we played in the first, half of the game, first 10 minutes of the first period especially, we're a really good team. When we get away from that, it's a little tougher to, every team's good in the league, so we want to make sure we try to stay on top of it and just keep putting pressure on teams. And I think, we found a way to win, which is obviously a big part of it, but just be more consistent.
Do you feel you guys got away from that in the third period, or is it the push that they gave?
No, they're a good team too. They're going to work hard and push, but I think we did get away from what was successful for us in the first period a little bit by just being quick, being predictable, getting pucks. And like I said, I say all the time, it's just playing low for us, playing on a forecheck. That's when we're successful, and we try to be a little cute at times and turn pucks over, and every team can make plays out of those. So for us, it's just about being doing those consistent things and staying on top of what makes us good.
How nice is it to see Ryan Torberg get one in overtime? His first overtime game-winning goal. How nice is it to see him have that success?
Yeah, he's his growth over the last couple of years, but this year especially has been really fun to watch, both on and off the ice. The way he's a big part of our team, but in the dressing room, he's one of the guys that it's fun to talk to and kind of lightens the mood a little bit. But his game especially is taking a lot of big steps this year, and it's really fun to see, and I'm glad he got that one.
How much did Landon Sims' effort in that first period? He gets the goal, beautiful looking goal, and then gets in the fight as well. Adding in to that next man up mentality.
Yeah, he's been great all year. Every time he gets in, he brings the energy. Again, same kind of thing, both on and off the ice. He brings the energy every day. He competes. He works hard. That's just his motto. He's gonna be a hard-nosed player. Finish his hits, get in on the forecheck, run the guy's skins. He likes to fight. He likes to chip in. He forechecks hard. He does the same thing in practice. So he's a great guy to have on the team, but he's also one that pushes everyone to be better.
That first point to get you in, it was important. The second point in overtime draws you a little closer. Still Cleveland on your mind here to try and pick up that third spot?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we can only control what we can control, and that's, we have 4 games left. And it's just about winning games for us. Obviously the results will work itself out in the standings. All that will figure itself out. But for us, it's just about controlling, our game, and hopefully, win out 4 games, get 6 more points, and we'll see what happens.
Ryan, first game-winning overtime goal of your career. Tell me about what happens on that play.
Yeah, just in the zone. I was cut back and I came downhill, picked it up, and made a move and shot it. Lucky enough to go in.
You guys get a good start to this hockey game. Tell me about that first period and what the message was going in for you guys.
Yeah, obviously an early start, so trying to get the boots moving and got a couple of quick ones, so that was good, but the foot off the gas, but in the end found a way.
Their pushback or a little bit of you guys backing up a little bit in that third period?
I'd say a little bit of pushback like you knew they would. I mean, just like, all the teams in this division are tight, so knew they were going to have a strong push, and they did, but ultimately try to handle it best of our abilities.
What did you see out of them that you can take into Friday night's game?
Yeah, they're a strong forechecking team. They put the puck in and try and get behind us, so we got to expect those things and be able to come out of our zone.
How good was it to get that point and finally earn the spot?
That was nice. Just locking it up, making sure we're in, so that was definitely needed.
On your guys' mind to track down, still an opportunity to track down Cleveland for that third spot?
Definitely. Got a few more games left, so see what we can do.
John, you guys came out, I would imagine, exactly how you wanted to in that first period. What were your thoughts after that first 20 minutes of play?
Well, I thought, again, we talked about, about being predictable in certain things and making sure that we set the tone, and I thought our guys did an unbelievable job at that. Probably the best 10 minutes I've seen us play in a long, long time. So good on them for executing and setting the tone the right way.
You got that point, but how important is it to pick up that second one as well and stay close to Cleveland?
Well, I think it's super important. Again, like I said, I think us as a team and the staff, we want to make sure we're playing the right way. There was a lot of good today in that, so that's something to build for as we move. That's the number one thing. And then again, it would be really nice to get past them, just because home ice advantage means so much in playoffs in any league.
You take a look at that first period, going back to that, Barbolini, Sim coming up big there, but Glenn Sim comes up with a fight as well in this one. I just want to get your thoughts on his first period and his game.
Well, I thought, again, it's his third goal now in 11 games. Like, he's got some scoring touch, you know. I know where he came from junior, still scored some goals. He's got a skill set to him when he plays under control, and you know, he plays physically. He's a presence out there. People know that he's out there, not with his weight, but just the way he plays. He's in your face at all times. He's willing to do all those little things to help the team win.
What do you learn about this Utica Comets team, who are way outside the playoff picture here at the moment, but still gave you a great game coming into that third period?
I was expecting nothing less. They still had a fighting chance. They've been playing extremely well the last month. You know, like I said, I watched a lot of their games. You know, they did a lot of good things. Good on them, you know, to never quit. But again, I'm just really more focused in on our group right now. So congratulations to our players to clinch that playoff spot.
Ryan Chorberg in overtime, his first overtime game-winning goal. Just your thoughts on just not only the play that develops amongst the three of them, but just his effort there and the choice to use him in overtime.
Yeah, I mean, I think it started with, I thought Henry's run was outstanding tonight in the game. He was engaged physically. He was really good out there, and I thought he made a good wall play out there to take a hit to make a play, and then come off his check. So he has a lot to do with that play too. Then Ryan created that space for himself, and you know, good on him to bury it, because it's been a while since we've gotten that extra point.